Hey there, welcome back. Now let me jump back to my folder. Inside this folder, we are going to start our Django project. So make sure you open your CMD as well as you activate your virtual environment. So currently I am here. Let me clear this up. Now make sure you are inside your correct directory and you have activated your virtual environment. Inside this, we are going to create our Django project. So since the project is clone of IMDb, I'm going to call it as Watchmate, or maybe you can call it as MovieMate or something else, but let me call it as Watchmate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a project folder here. All I have to do is use Django-admin, start project, and then your project name. Now you can take any name. Here I am preferring Watchmate, or you can call it as IMDb, it will also work fine. So that's it. If you look behind, we have our Watchmate folder now. Now we are going to work inside this in a while, but this is our main folder and this is our virtual environment. Remember, our virtual environment folder is outside of this folder. We are not going to mix it. Now let me change directory and get inside this. Just cd and then Watchmate. Now everything we are going to do will be inside our Watchmate folder. If I jump here, open this one, you can see we have our project folder in which we are going to have settings.py, then we have main URLs, then WSGI folder, and here we have our manage.py. Now let me jump back to my VS Code editor. Here I need to set up my folder. Just file, open folder, and select your DRF project folder, select your Watchmate folder, and then click here. Make sure you select your Watchmate folder and select here. That's it. Now inside our Watchmate, we currently have two items, manage.py and Watchmate main folder, inside which we have everything. Make sure you are not confused with the name. Here we have our directory Watchmate. Inside this, we have our project folder, which is Watchmate. I know the name is same, but this is our project folder and this is our manage.py. Let me get back here. Now everything we are going to do will be inside this. Now let us install the extension which will be required for our current project. So just jump onto your extension tab, click here, and after that search about Python. And you can just select this Python extension. This is extension pack which already have Django, which has IntelliSense code, then we have Jinja, we have Magic Python, and as well as Python. Just install this one, which is Python extension pack. Once that is done, just search about tab 9. Now this one is pretty important and I expect you already have decent experience with Python as well as Django. That means you have basic concept clear, so you can install this one. This will help you to auto-complete everything that we are going to do. Now it's not a good habit for beginners, but since you already have bit of experience with Python as well as Django, I strongly recommend this one. So this is tab 9. Once this is done, that is the installation process for both packages done, make sure you reload your VS Code. This is important to make your extension activated. And since I have already installed them, let me get back here and I'm going to work with my current project now. Currently we only have this main project directory as well as manage.py. I need to create different apps. What I mean by apps, I hope you already have information that Django is divided into multiple apps. So we have our main project directory which is going to hold everything regarding settings as well as URL, that is main URL. But if we need to add any feature, if we need to do anything, we need to create apps. So complete projects are divided into multiple apps. Let us start our first app inside which we are going to store or write everything. So make sure you open your terminal or CMD, make sure your virtual environment is activated, and make sure you are inside right folder, which is Watchmate. And once that is done, here let us create our first app. So all you have to do is use Python, manage.py, start app, and then you need to give your app name. Now I am going to give it a name as watchlist_app. Now watch list is going to hold everything related to movies, web shows, cast, or maybe if we have OTT platforms, anything related to our movies as well as shows will be inside this app. If we are going to in future going to add a blog section, we will be creating a blog underscore app. If we are going to create maybe user section, we will be creating a user underscore app. Now you don't need to take this name, but I'm going to use it to differentiate different apps and make sure you don't get confused with this main project directory. So I'm just going to use underscore app just to define that this is an app. If you don't want, you can use this watchlist directly. Here you can see our app is created. Let me get back to my VS Code. Check out my app. Now inside my app, I have views, I have models, I have admin section, test, migrations, everything. And we are going to work with this, but let us test our sample project till now. So all I have to do is use python manage.py run server. So our server is ready. You can see we have created our database. Since this is a sample project, we are going to use SQLite 3. Maybe if you are working on a big project, in a production level project, you can use Postgres or MySQL. So let me jump onto my browser and test out our current project. So all I have to do is visit this particular IP. That's it. So here we have our home page. Now we need to do a lot of tasks, but we have our home page activated. So till now everything we have done is working fine. Now in the next lecture, let us talk about migration, create our models and all the other stuff. I hope till now you have everything clear about VS Code, extension and our folder structure. If not, I strongly recommend to rewatch this lecture and make sure you don't get confused. We have a project folder in which we have virtual environment as well as our watchmate folder. Inside this we have our main directory, which is watchmate. Then we have manage.py and here we have created our app folder. You can directly watch it here. That's it. Now from the next lecture, let us continue our journey. I hope this lecture was helpful. Thank you for following and I see you guys in the next one.